once again, because I have beat them in a Pokemon battle, there is absolutely nothing they can do to stop me. Such are the rules. If we head up to the northwest corner here, we can get ourselves a Hyper Potion. Always good to get one of those. Actually, is that the first time we've gotten one? I think we have gotten a Hyper Potion before. Hyper Potion, yeah, there we go. Hyper Potion, 200 points. I have no need for that just yet, but I'm going to hold on to him. If we head over here, we can find a guy that is finally trying to do something smart. Intruder alert! But it's way too late. I am kicking ass and taking names by this point. He's got a Grimer out front. So I've got Fuzimi out front. And I'm going to use a Magnitude, which honestly, once again, doesn't really matter what magnitude I use. He should go down. God, Magnitude 7 though. I live in an earthquake zone. I know what a Magnitude 7 is. It is so weird to have this thumb use it. And like there's no repercussions about that whatsoever. Alright, he's going to switch over to a KOFFING, which means Mr. Gency's going to be out front for me. Because Mr. Gency's pretty much the only thing I got that can counter a levitating poison type. And boy does he counter it. Honestly, man, I don't even need to use him against poison or fighting. I could just send him out against anything and he might be able to kill it in one shot with a Psychic. That is how powerful he can be. Up to level 29. Hey look, special attack and speed. That's really all I need. Hopefully I can get away with never, ever letting him get hurt. That's really my goal with Mr. Gency. Just never let anything ever touch him. And down goes the other KOFFING. Mr. Gency, you are ever so powerful. And as you might expect, because we're, you know, higher than level 16, Mr. Gency's going to want to level up here. I can't do it! Well, he's going to want to evolve, I mean. I use that term all the time. What Mr. Gency is evolving, of course, he will turn into a Kadabra at this point, but we're not going to let that happen. We're not going to let that happen at all. Mr. Gency, you're going to stay with your eyes closed and just kind of sitting all the time. Use your powerful head. You don't need to do anything else, do you? Silph Scope? Huh, I don't know where it is. I don't believe you. I'm just wiping the floor with this notorious gang. All right, we are done here. That is all that we need to do there. So now we need to go into the elevator, and we actually get an elevator in these versions of the game. We need to go to the first floor. It doesn't take too long at all. I've been on much, much slower elevators than that. Are you lost, you little mouse? See, now the last guy, he knew that we were intruder. This guy, who is further in the dungeon, further in the hideout than we were with the last guy, this guy still goes like, are you lost? There's no way for me to get here without the key. Without the key to the elevator. Grimer, need a Magnitude. 6 is actually still probably going to be good enough. It'll be close though. Oh, too bad. Goes for a Disable, and it missed. That's fine, I have a dig anyway. We're just going to continue going for Magnitude. Magnitude 6, I think it'll be enough. Down goes Grimer. Super effective yet again. 423 more. I was hoping for it to be higher than that. All right, KOFFING's coming out. So, of course, we will change yet again to my KOFFING killer, Mr. Gency. He's like NyQuil. He absolutely hates coffee. That was hopefully the cheesiest joke of this entire session, if not the whole Let's Play. Go Psychic! Down he goes. Don't let those KOFFINGs live. One-shot them. Seriously. If you're playing Generation 1, use Ground or Psychic. If you're using Generation 3, I highly recommend Psychic. Don't let them live. They have self-destruct. So seriously, don't let them live. Hey, a little bit more money than normal. I am happy to see that. What do you have to say for yourself? Uh-oh, that Ruckus somehow opened the door. Ruckus is back at the daycare center. I don't know what you're talking about. But like he said, it did actually open the door up here. So if you want to, and I actually do, I am going to head back to the Pokemon Center, mostly to get PP back because, as you might expect, my Pokemon are doing pretty fine when it comes to HP. But PP, we might need a little bit more of that. Plus, it's right here. All healed and ready to go. Let's head back into the elevator from the first floor. And we want to go to the 4th floor. We're ready to actually make some real progress in this hideout. And if we look over here, we can get ourselves a calcium. Remember, they did sell that in the stores. That is quite expensive. Glad to get them to just randomly drop it. All right, I think we want to go for the guy on the left first. I know you. You ruined our plans at Mount Moon. Are you the same guy? Because I hope you've leveled up since then. Still a grunt, though. Still a grunt. And he actually has a new Pokemon out front, a Sandshrew. So I do have Somja out front to counter that. Somja is going to be more important from this point forward. You do want something that can take out ground in particular. Like that. And down goes Sandshrew. Once again, having the high attack moves and the type advantages, I think makes all the difference. All right, he's going to throw out a Sand Slash. This is the evolved form of Sandshrew. It's more powerful. It's a pretty decent ground type Pokemon. I should still be faster than it though, because I am so much higher level than it. Down it goes. Down it goes. Still doesn't have the best special defense out there, and special defense is what it needs because it's weak to special. 802 experience. You get so much more experience from evolved forms. Decent. I was hoping for a little bit better, but I'll take it. And he's about to use EKANS, so we will switch. Fuzimi is going to come out and take out your slithering ground type, or slithering poison type. As long as it's on the ground, I'm going to kill it with ground. Cuts Fuzimi's attack, that's fine because I have magnitude. Still anything above like a 6. Ooh, I think it'll still do it. I think it'll still do it. Yeah, it'll still do it. Down goes EKANS. Down it goes. Even with the cut attack, it was just that powerful. And down goes the Team Rocket Grunt. Burned again. And we get quite a bit of money, a little bit more than normal now. Let's see what guard number 2 has to say about this. Yeah, these guys are obviously guards. I assume the boss is on the other side. How can you not see the beauty of our evil? I might be able to see it if you guys were better at being evil. Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He's got an EKANS out front, so already difficult to see the beauty of their evil. Just not easy at all. Go for a magnitude. Magnitude 8 should do it here. Down goes the EKANS. The problem is that we might have to actually switch Fuzimi out. I'm going to try it without it. All right. No, well, since we switch, it'll be fine. All right. So Sandshrews coming out in the middle. So I'm going to switch to Somja. Somja is going to kick all kinds of ass. Yeah, I was thinking a little bit ahead, and I forgot the order I was going to use them in. But we will be fine since we switched out. Down goes the Sandshrew. Do you even need to see the animation? Oh, and a critical. So that Sandshrew didn't stand a chance. That Sandshrew was dead from the word go. And incoming Arbok. So we will switch back to Fuzimi. That was what I was worried about, the double Intimidate. But really, it's just the one Intimidate from the Arbok. That is the evolved form of EKANS. I don't think we have seen it before. It is Cobra backwards. We might have seen it before, though. Still not my favorite. Still should go down with a magnitude 8 or so. 7, probably not going to do it. Probably not going to do it. No, I think an 8 still would have, though. It goes for a bite. Pretty powerful, but the magnitude should be enough to finish it off here. Even a 5 would have done it, I think. And down goes the final Pokemon, and we got a critical hit as well. Down it goes. Fuzimi levels up. Now I think this is the level where it starts. trying to evolve, so we'll probably take a look at it. Trying to evolve. Yeah. And we get a good amount of money yet again, and Fuzimi is trying to evolve. I don't remember seeing this one before, so maybe my memory is just terrible. That's always a possibility. When Fuzimi evolves, it'll become a Dugtrio where it finds 2 friends to hang out in a triangle. And it calls itself Dugtrio. And the door has opened. Boss, I'm sorry I failed you. You know nothing about management, do you? With these guys out of the way, we are free to head into the boss's room. If you're playing Pokemon Yellow, I think you know who's going to be here waiting for you. But we're not playing Pokemon Yellow. So we're going to head in here, find some hidden items, like a netball right there. And we'll take a look at that in a second. But first, I want to go over here and grab the nest ball. If you're playing the first generation, then these will not be here. These do not exist in your game. You'll want to look at the computer directly behind this guy here to find yourself a super potion. But we got something a little bit more unique. These are strange items, so we might as well look at them. They are Pokeballs of sorts, however, they're specialty Pokeballs. A somewhat different ball that works especially well on water and bug type Pokemon. Now, in my experience, I don't notice a difference. It's about the same as a Great Ball to me, but I'm going to try it out on a water type eventually. As you might expect, a net works well on a bug and a water type. I'm probably going to use it on a water type. We're going to be seeing a lot of them, so I will probably use it on that, and then I'll miss, and then I'll use a Pokeball, and it'll work. You watch, that's what's going to happen. Then we have a nest ball. This is probably something I'm not going to be using. A somewhat different ball that works especially well on weaker Pokemon. So, nest, young, it makes sense, but I'm not sure it's all that useful, especially this late in the game. It would have been much better if I got that before I went looking for an Abra. But if you're not doing the Nuzlocke challenge, go back and try to catch an Abra with the nest ball, you know? But with that out of the way, it is time to take on the boss. So, I must say, I'm impressed you got here. Team Rocket captures Pokemon from around the world. They're important tools for keeping our criminal enterprise going. I am the leader, Giovanni. For your insolence, you will feel a world of pain! Well, not really. My Pokemon will possibly feel a world of pain. And he's got a pink Pokeball. And he's wearing like a jumpsuit. He's like a Jersey Mafia boss. All right, Boss Giovanni would like to battle. It is technically boss time, I guess. He's pretty strong. He's got an Onix out front. Unfortunately for him, I am very efficient at killing Onixes with a low kick. So, no big surprise here. Onix goes down in one hit. Down it goes. We get a chunk of experience for that. Boss Giovanni is going to change to a RHYHORN. I do believe this is the first time we have seen a RHYHORN. It is a ground rock type, so I will switch. It's not my favorite type, or not my favorite Pokemon, I should say, because it's got terrible special stats. In Generation 1, it's just the special. In this generation, it's special attack and special defense. They're both terrible for RHYHORN, and that's what it's weak to. It's weak to special moves. So as a result, every time you see it, you just throw out a grass or a water move, or even an ice move, and you should be fine. I'm going to try Razor Leaf. Go Razor Leaf. It's got very good attack, very good, very, very good defense, especially in its evolved state. It will evolve, and we will see that evolution later, but really, its special stats are so low that it's kind of out of the ballpark for me to use personally, but I think I've known a few people to use it, mostly in multiplayer though. Unfortunately, Kangaskhan is going to be our biggest problem here. Kangaskhan is a normal type, and it's a damn good one. It's one of the better normal types in the game. If you're playing the original version of the game, it'll be a Persian for you, so you have it a little bit easier. Kangaskhan has good attack, surprisingly good attack, surprisingly high speed as well. I'm gonna risk it here with Samja, just for a little. What I want to do is I want to put it to sleep. I want this to work so I can bring Rumpus in. Its attack is so good, and I don't think Rumpus can one-shot it, that Kangaskhan can one-shot my Rumpus. So I'm gonna try to put it to sleep with Samja and then switch into Rumpus. That's my plan here. All right, it goes for a tail whip up front. That's not actually good for us. It sounds good, but it is not. All right, Kangaskhan is now asleep. So things are working out very, very well for me. I am going to switch. We're going to bring Rumpus in. Remember, Kangaskhan is a normal type, so Rumpus is going to be super effective here. I also believe it weighs a lot, and it's still fast asleep. Good. Once again, 2 to 5 turns should be it. We're going to go for a low kick, because I think it actually will do more damage than the karate chop. Go low kick. I think that is actually more effective than the karate chop. All right, and it woke up, and it goes for a bite. That is good. It's not very effective. It's a dark move, if you remember correctly, and it is actually a special move. And its special stat is awful. So we got really lucky there. If he went for a Mega Punch, or sorry, she went for a Mega Punch, it would have been pretty much lights out for Rumpus there. I really have to hope that this low kick finishes the job here. I should also point out that Kangaskhan does have its young in its pouch. It is a marsupial. I think it's supposed to be some kind of kangaroo. Kangaskhan. I've always assumed that was a young Kangaskhan. I think there's a theory out there that it's actually a young Cubone, but I've always assumed it was a young Kangaskhan. I don't know if that's a legitimate theory or a joke theory, but I've always assumed it was just a young Kangaskhan. Let's go for the low kick and pray that Rumpus can live. Low kick. Down goes the Kangaskhan. All right. That thing is scary. That thing is very scary. It has a Mega Punch that can absolutely destroy you. But we have defeated Boss Giovanni. I got lucky again. Even with full health, I got lucky. What? This can't be. And we got 2,900 bucks for defeating the mafioso guy. I see that you raise Pokemon with utmost care. Sure, that's one way to phrase it. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. And away he goes. I'm sure we'll never see him again, but we can get ourselves a Silph Scope. We can put that in our key items pocket. Let's take a look at what we have gone out of our way to earn. What did we get for all this? Where is it, actually? It's here at the bottom. A scope that makes unseeable Pokemon visible. It is made by Silph Co. Pretty much everything in this game is made by Silph Co. And you guys have anything new to say? Do you have something against Team Rocket? You guys are terrible. Boss, I'm sorry I failed you. He's gone. He left. He's like Batman. Just all he needs is a flickering light and he is out of the room. So we are free to get out of here. We have gone through Team Rocket's hideout. We have earned ourselves the Silph Scope. We have a very powerful Pokemon in our party now in Mr. Jensy. And with all that done, that is going to do it for these parts of Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen. I have been BoScuba. I've been joined as always by Dumpus and his still lucky to be alive squad of Rumpus, Sanders, Samja, Mr. Jensy, Cube, and Fuzimi. When we come back, we have to go other places, don't we? We will find other places to go. But that'll be next time. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.